Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Friday Coffee Chat. Today we have myself, as usual, the one who hosts the Coffee Chat quite often, and Jitendra, who is our software engineer. Let me quickly remind you about the format, and I'll pass to Jitendra. So, as you know, our coffee chats are made to connect and stay in touch with our audience. Every other Friday, we try to make a demo with the new features we implemented in Kedro or speak about the future ones. And then we give you the time to ask your questions. But also, as you know, you can find us on Slack in case you need anything urgent. The community is always ready to help you. Today, we're gonna speak about the way to visualize data pipelines in React.js with Kedro-Viz. And for that, I'll pass to Jitendra to dive you deep into that.
Thanks, Helena. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kedro Coffee Chat. I'm Jitendra, software engineer at Kedro, and today, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can, but not in the presenter mode.
Okay, let me quickly switch.
Yes, now it's good.
Okay, is it in present? Okay, perfect. Yeah, so today I'm going to explain more about the Kedro-Viz as a React component. And let me quickly start with what is Kedro-Viz. So Kedro-Viz is an interactive development tool for visualizing data science pipeline built with the Kedro. So if you see the screenshot, those who are not fully aware what is Kedro-Viz, I can briefly explain. From the left part, you will see the side panel where you have a modular pipeline, and modular pipeline contains the nodes, the dataset, function nodes, and in the middle you will see a canvas. And in the canvas you will see same nodes and dataset in the flowchart format. And in the end part, you have a rich metadata panel. When you click on the node, you will get all the informations about the nodes, and you will get the underlying the code associated with that node. So that is majorly the Kedro-Viz. So I would say Kedro-Viz turns the potentially tangle tag into an interactive map where data science, data engineers, or non-technical stakeholder can understand at a glance. So if we talk about the Kedro-Viz, how you can get started. So there are two powerful ways you can launch the Kedro-Viz. The very first one is using the classic CLI way. At your Kedro project, you run Kedro-Viz run, and the local server will spin up, and you will see the Kedro-Viz in your browser. The other one, which is with the help of a React component, which is our focus for today, and with the help of simple Kedro-Viz import with the npm module, and you put this very simplest form of a code snippet into one of your React application, you just get started. So I would say the if we have in terms of a CLI, the data scientists or data engineers can quickly analyze their pipeline. But you wanted to share the visualization, and you have to embed it in your either dashboard or maybe internal portal or even in VS Code, so you can use the React approach. So this is the simplest data flow in one visual. It majorly contains the three component: the Kedro project, React component, and the visualization. I will explain you much in detail, like how you will generate the Kedro project. But here you can see I added a very small JSON, a kind of a template JSON, where how your Kedro project JSON will look like. It contains a basic information about the whatever the node you have, the ages, what is the Kedro modular pipeline you have, and which pipeline is currently selected. So this is the basic row JSON which Kedro-Viz understand. And when you pass it this to Viz and Kedro-Viz convert this to a fully interactive flowchart where you can understand how your pipelines looks like. Now let me get into the how you can get started. The very first step is to install with npm install quantum black Kedro-Viz. So this is the very fast way, or you can simply add Kedro-Viz as a dependency in your React package.json. So once you do that, the other part is the very small, quickest React snippet you can put in your new React component. And if you talk about the code, it's very simple. The first one is we are importing the Kedro-Viz React component. We are importing the style associated with it, and you just need to wrap the Kedro-Viz in a new component, and you need to give a height to it so that you can clearly visualize it. And if you see, it needs two props, that is data and options. So you will figure out like where I can get this data. So to get the data, you just need to run the Kedro-Viz run -- save file, and you need to give a directory where you wanted to store it. Once you have that JSON data, you pass it to the component, and bang, you are straight away to the visualization. So with very few steps, you can just get started. So now let me explain you in detail how you can configure and customize your Kedro-Viz with the options prop. Let me start with the UI element. As you can see on the right image, we have annotation for every component we have in the Kedro-Viz, like a side panel, global toolbar, buttons, metadata panels, canvas, everything. So with the help of a display prop, you can control everything. Like you can control the visibility, which because when you visualize, you don't need every control. Like if you wanted to just focus on the flowchart, you simply turn off everything. For example, you don't want to global toolbar, you send it to false. You don't want sidebar, you send it to false. This is majorly about how you can toggle the visibility of the component. Now, for example, if you click on the node and you don't want to see the metadata panel, you can turn it off with the metadata panel. And uh, if you wanted to match the style theme of your host app, you just set the theme from dark to light or light to dark based upon your requirement. That's about the visual aspect of it. For example, you wanted to filter your flowchart right from the beginning. You can just send it tag.enable.name of your tag. If you wanted to turn it off, turn it on. As soon as you do that, you will be able to filter out at the very first moment when you visualize it. Now, if you talk about the very last prop, that is on action callback. So this is the very, very important prop we recently introduced. This opened the door of deep integration with the Kedro-Viz. For example, when you click on the node, you wanted the informations, you wanted to display the metadata information in different way. So as soon as you click on node, it passes you all the information, like which node you clicked with all the information. So you might wanted to fetch some more detail about that node. You wanted to jump to a specific part of the code you wanted to jump. So this opens a door for visualization with all the more information on the node. So now move to the real world integration we did with the Kedro-Viz React component. So we developed the Kedro VS Code extension. In this extension, we allow user to integrate the VS Code in IDE itself to give a same approach. Like within the same IDE, you do a coding as well as a visualization together. To achieve this, we use the power of component. We in the VS Code, we have a web component. So we just simply pass the React component into the web view, and you can start simply visualization. So you can try our latest version of the VS Code, and once you download it, you just need to open the command palette and type run Kedro-Viz. As soon as you do that, you will be able to visualize the VS Code along with your Python file. So that's one of the real world integration we did with the React component. So let me talk about what next. So this in previous slide, what we discussed is what we already have and what you can do with it. So as part of our new Kedro 1.0 release, we are planning to introduce a pipeline run status on the flowchart itself. Like as soon as you do Kedro run, you can see as you can see on the GIF. As the pipeline progresses, you see whether it's run successfully, or it is running, or it is failed. So for now, this feature is for the web version only. But in future, once we introduce for the React component part, where you just need to pass the run information as a JSON to the prop to Kedro-Viz, and it immediately reflects this on the flowchart. So that's what we are planning to do in the upcoming release, and this is not yet there in the React component. So let me start with the demo part. In one of the our GitHub repository, we created a dedicated standalone repository which contains a React application, and in this React application, we use the Kedro-Viz as a React component. So those who wanted to get start with this, they can check out this and get start. In this particular today's demo, I'm going to do the same. Let me switch to that. Okay, so this is the VS Code. Uh, Sorry, this is the GitHub repo. Let me copy this and switch to the VS Code, and let me check it out. As I open the repo, if you open the repo and you go to the SRC, I created a simple app.js. Here, it is a very basic React application where I import a few things and created a simple uh, component and wrap the Kedro-Viz around that. So if you see here, there are two major props, which is data and option. And for this demo purpose, I get this data. You can see a demo.mock just written, which is part of the npm module itself. So you can import it and pass as the data. Now let's talk about the options. Here, I gave so much of information, like which component or which part of the UI element you wanted to hide. So let me quickly install all the dependency and get started. Okay. If you read this README, the very first step is you need to do npm install. It takes a bit of time, but not much. Okay, it's done. Let me launch it. Okay, perfect. Now you can see it launches the VS Code inside the React app. So right now in the my host app, I don't have anything. So you can see a full screen of Kedro-Viz. But if you have any other element, you can see both together. So let me switch to the code and changes, make it some changes so that you can see how can it immediately reflects it. For example, let me start with this left side. If you don't want this component to be part of your embedded app, you can simply remove. For example, you don't want to see global navigation. You can say just simply false. You don't want to see the sidebar. You can pass it as false. So if you save it and if you jump it, you can see everything is gone and all left is just your flowchart because you wanted to majorly focus on the flowchart. Now, if you click on this, you will see a metadata panel, but you don't want to do either that as well. So you can simply disable this. You click it, you will not be able to see the metadata panel. So this way you can do all this customization. Let me do the about the theme as well. Like let me change it to light, and you can see you can change the theme. So let me switch back to dark. So this is one of the powerful way you can customize your Kedro-Viz as per your need and as per your requirement. I think that's pretty much about the demo part and the visualization. I think, yeah, let me switch back to perfect. Uh, do you have anyone have any question on this particular part?
Yeah, I was muted. Thank you, Jitendra. Very nice demo. It's always nice to see front-end demos. They look so much better compared to the backend because you don't need to explain much. You just show how it is. Yeah, thanks a lot for tackling this part. Let's see if anyone else have a questions, but so far I only see some like good comments, something like that. Or people mentioning that they didn't work with the React for too long, so probably you push them to change this.
Yes.
We have one question from Huan Lu. He's asking, can the pipeline layout be swapped to left to right with the React component?
Right now, definitely you can, because this is one of the button as a toolbar. If you enable that button, you have a flexibility to change the layout from the left to right to vertical to horizontal to horizontal to vertical. Yes.
Yep, thank you. Like, have some other nice comments. Thank you for the presentation. Yeah, we have 10 more minutes, so that's a good chance to like ask a question, especially about the front end. So please use this time. In the meanwhile, I might ask like a very broad question, like what pushed us to like move towards this direction to make it possible to inject the Viz in a different apps? Did we have a specific query from like the project or the user, or was it our decision? What made us like working in this direction?
I think in terms of creating Viz as a React component, it was there from the day one when Viz is created. But I think it was a little bit of a lack of the documentations where people were not aware about like how can they use as a React component. But I think last year at the end we make it very prominent for in terms of documentation. We spread awareness like you can do it, and I think the very big example I showed in presentation like the VS Code where we leverage this feature. And other I think 2 or 3 few users they are using the Kedro-Viz as a React component. It gives a more encouragement, like we can improve it and add more feature of this.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. In the meanwhile, we have one more question. Are they asking how big the JSON can be?
So it depends on how big your pipeline is. So what JSON is nothing but kind of a representation, JSON representation of your pipeline. So it's completely depends on how big your pipeline is.
Yeah, thank you. All right, seems like this is it. No one else is coming, but that's Friday. People are using it wisely. Thanks a lot for the presentation again, and thank you all for joining and staying with us. You can follow up in our Slack channel if you have any questions, and please do come and try our new features out and let us know what do you think. It was nice to see you all, and see you in 2 weeks. Bye.